In the beginning, the judge took up this matter about the letter that was sent. And so let's see if we can check it out. Thank you so much, AV, for pulling the letter up. And let's see what we got here. So the judge was copied on a letter that was sent to Attorney Love. Let's take a look. Let's see what it says. It says, and this is to Attorney ADA, Chief Assistant District Attorney Love. The subject, YSL RICO case. What the hell are you doing, Love? What are you doing? Shit. That's what everybody wants to know. Says, Dear Miss Love, this is the same lady, of course, who was ordered to go. She was ordered to go to the remedial classes, her and the other attorney. What's her name? Hilton?
Yeah, Hilton.
Hilton was also ordered to go. You know, she's been super, super combative, not only with the defense counsel, of course, but also with the previous judge. Let me just play this right quick so we can orient ourselves on who the hell are we really talking about. Y'all remember this lady. We're talking about ADA, Chief Assistant District Attorney Love. And let's take a look at
discussions with Mr. Sharp.
What are we talking about?
We did have discussions.
When?
Well, this morning.
That's too late. The evidence is excluded. The evidence is excluded. I'm going to exclude because I told you that this was going to happen.
We reached out to them.
No. We're excluding that. And I'm going to exclude the PowerPoint that you all submitted. Well, you're not going to wholesale introduce it.
We had no intention. Your Honor,
all right.
Uh-oh. She going up to the podium.
I personally reached out via telephone and called at least 2 members of the defense team and asked them to call me back. And I would like
but you all should not be identifying this stuff the moment of trial while the jury's sitting in a box. This is the last. I am not going to tolerate this any further. If you don't get together with your colleagues and flag issues and resolve them promptly, and if I have to take them up, remember, I can exclude them. We'll work the weekends, or we'll do a combination of both. So this time, I'm going to exclude those 2 sections.
Your Honor, Mr. Atkins, he confronted this witness with those sections. I last week let them know that we were introducing that.
If the exhibit's not ready and you have made no. Well, Mr. Sharp's got objections to it.
But Judge, Mr. Sharp can get in and have our evidence excluded every day that he makes an objection at midnight. And then comes in and says,
well, then you all should have gotten your stuff together before then. Some of our juries, please. Some of our juries. Have a seat, madam. Woo. Have a seat. You better exclude that. And next time, make sure you're prepared.
Make sure you're prepared
next time. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just not. We are starting right now. It's 1:20. So
talk to them.
She's screaming at the
then file a motion and get it before me, and we'll take it up. Both of you all have equally responsibility to do that. Oh, it's going to be inadmissible right now.
You said to file a motion. There's nothing.
I'm not going to have any more discussion about this, madam. I'm not.
Talk to them this morning about that.
Well, you know what?
And I attempted to try to talk to them earlier this week.
Well, then that's why we have to.
The court punishes the state because the defense.
I'm not punishing anybody, but but prior preparation prevents poor performance.
Be prepared, Judge. That's why I sent them what I sent them last week. A whole week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
Well,
and I said I would like to discuss.
Our jury's coming in, madam. Our jury's coming in. Have a seat.
Have a seat. Wow. Who can imagine her screaming like that at White Woman Whitaker? Can you imagine it? Put a yes if you're like, yeah, I think she was screaming at White Woman like that. Put a no if you're like, hell no, she would never.
You know what's interesting is he doesn't have a gavel. I would have been like, shut up, shut up.
Sometimes they say familiarity breeds contempt. It's very familiar with the black man, okay? She's a little bit too familiar. She's a little bit too familiar with the black man. God, so anyway, this is who we were talking about, guys. And this man from all the way from Germany is like, you know what, man? I don't know what the heck is going on. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. This is who we're talking about now. So this man sends a letter to Attorney Lady Love and says, what are you doing? All right. YSL Rico case. What the hell are you doing? Says, dear Miss Love, I haven't read this by the way, but I've been watching your behavior for quite some time now. And I am wondering, how can you be so
Fucked up.
how can you be so bad at your job after all these years of experience? The new judge who was trying to help you, not so much as Earl did initially, is fed up with you finally. You are ruining your career and what is left of the reputation of the Fulton County DA's office. Please, just rest this case or you will get into so much more trouble. Maybe you're going to lose your job and we'll have issues. And we'll have issues finding a new one because your unprofessional behavior, all right, with the O-U-R, so you know he's from Europe, and your haphazard and unorganized, S instead of a Z, your haphazard and unorganized ways of working are on display for everyone to see. Please just do the right thing. You are going to lose the case anyways because you lost the jury about 6 months ago already. Facts. The jury's lost. And what is eventually going to come out is that young thug is innocent anyway. He is not fucking Pablo Escobar. You're acting like he is. Just stop, please, Miss Love.
Kind regards.
Kind regards. You're gonna lose your job, bitch. Kind regards, okay? From Germany, you're gonna have trouble finding future employment. So, what's the bad part? We can't see the top. This dude from Germany sends it to Love, and he copies the judge. And the judge opened up her email and like, what the fuck is this? And I'll be honest with you. I know these damn judges. You know, I have been to parties with these judges. I've been over their house. They've been over my house. We played poker together. Y'all see these judges and they're all in their little thing and they're like, oh, we read it and we don't take it into consideration. But I talk to them outside of the courtroom. I talk to them when we're in each other's houses. These judges read this shit and they laugh their asses off because they're real fucking people. They're real people. I will bet you anything that Whitaker read this shit, she was like, God damn, going off. They're real people. So Whitaker got copied onto this letter, all right? Regards. And the letter somehow made its way to Fani. Do you know if Fani was copied on the letter or was Fani forwarded the letter?
I don't know how she got wind of it, but this is Fani's response on these next 2 pages. Okay,
so here's what Fani writes, okay? And it needs to be said, too. What's the white girl that's running against Fani?
Yeah.
Courtney, was doing these interviews, Courtney Kramer, and they asked Courtney, they were like, Courtney, Attorney Love is fucking up. When you go into the DA's office, you say you're going to dismiss this case. When you go into the DA's office, are you going to drain the swamp? Are you going to clean house? Are you going to get out some of these bad DAs? Since you're running for the DA, you can pick and choose. The best attorneys in the state of Georgia, you can choose who represents you in this office. Are you going to get rid of Attorney Love? What did she say? She was like, well, I got to sit back and take a look. I don't really know. I have to see. I was like, she ain't the one. What? Golly. Anyway, let's take a look at what Fani Willis, the district attorney and the most powerful law enforcement agent in the state of Georgia. Let's see what she says. So this is DA Fani Willis writing to Miss Love. And the reason that the judge was so pissed is that Fani copied the judge on it too. Fani wanted the judge to know what Fani thinks about Love. Fani is trying to prop her up. DA Love, she started off like this and then it just boom. She's gone. But Fani's like, she's holding her up. She's bolstering her. She's like, you can do it. Let me breathe life into you. Let me breathe life into you, baby. You can do it.
Oh my God.
Let me breathe life. Somebody hold her up. Fani is trying to hold up the prosecutor in front of the judge. Imagine, the judge already don't like her, but Fani is trying to rehabilitate Love's reputation, which is shot. It's shot. So what did Fani say to the judge and to Miss Love? Says, Adrian, is that her first name?
Yes.
Please ignore this foolishness. As you know, she's talking to herself. She's talking about herself in third person.
The elected.
She's talking about herself in third person. Somebody get this fool. Fani! What are you doing?
The elected.
As you know, the elected district attorney is extremely proud of you and believes you are to be a huge asset of this office and our community. You have no chance of losing your job and your service is greatly appreciated. She didn't say you have no chance of losing the case. You just have no chance of losing your job. Folks who have never tried cases will always have nasty things to say. But while they criticize from the sidelines, they fear the arena. They are not risking life and limb to keep our community safe. Let me tell you an anecdote of encouragement this morning. A good friend of mine called me this weekend and said she was in an Uber, and the Uber driver randomly began talking about being from Memphis and how much violence there is in Memphis. She said the Uber driver said in Memphis, they do not have the ability to do RICO. He said, I am so proud of our DA here in Atlanta and her YSL team. Put cap if you think that's cap. Who the hell is so proud of our DA in Atlanta and YSL team? They are not afraid and they are fighting for justice. I tell you this random anecdote to encourage you to brush your shoulders off.
Brush them off.
And keep your eye on the prize, which will always be justice. Please know that your boss, oh my God.
The elected district attorney.
Your boss, oh my God, gets 100 nasty messages from Nathan Wade. Hello.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Your boss gets 100 nasty messages and 100 nice messages a day. I focus on one thing every day, representing my community in a way that is fair. I am asking of you to continue to focus on justice and ignore the haters. I am your boss. I am extremely proud of you. Now, go make it an amazing day. Go make it an amazing day.
Look at how big the signature is.
Oh my God. Yours in service, Fani Tanisha Willis. She is a she and a her, which everybody knows if you saw her walk into the courtroom in that backwards dress, you know?
And suddenly he's changing it. She files her financial declarations, same problems. We need a ready.
She's a she and a her. What do y'all think? Man, this is so messed up. So this guy writes DA Love a letter, copies the judge, and the judge gets sent the response by Fani Willis. And the judge was like, I shouldn't even have to say this, man. Why are y'all including me on this BS? But again, what is Fani? Fani does not want to lose this case. And she is trying to prop up her main prosecutor. I know Attorney Hilton Hyde. I know she's there. But the main prosecutor on the case is Love.
Right.
And you've got people from the world, not just from Atlanta, not just from Georgia, not just from the South. You got people from Germany saying that she should lose her job. So Fani's like, I cannot let the judge see all this without responding in kind and propping up her reputation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And she has no chance of losing her job. Prosecutors are like cops, all right? If a cop abuses somebody in the community and they lose their job, they're just going to go to the next job. So I don't want to say, do you think she should lose her job? Because if we're honest, first of all, she got a mortgage like everybody else, and you don't want to wish that on anybody. But number two, all that's going to happen is she's just going to go to DeKalb County. She's just going to go to Gwinnett County. She's just going to go to Rayburn. She's just going to go to Valdosta. She's just going to go to Carrollton. She's just going to go to Augusta. She's just going to go to another county. She has how many years of experience? Which is what the dude said in the letter, by the way. It's like, how are you so bad?
Yeah, it's like 20, 30 years of experience, former judge. And the interesting thing about this letter is the timing, right? The election's in what, 2.5, 3 weeks?
Damn, is it really? It's coming up.
Yeah, people were saying that this letter was a campaign ad read.
Oh, you're talking about Fani's response.
Yeah, she's up for re-election in 2.5 weeks.
She's gonna get it too. She's gonna get it, guys. I don't know what to tell you. If let me tell you something. If it's between Fani and this 30-year-old Courtney Kramer, I'm down here. I was born here, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Fani's she's gonna win the election. Not that she should, but let me tell you something about Courtney Kramer for a second, guys. I hit up Courtney Kramer in June or July, and I say, hey, do you want to come on the show? I know you're saying that you're going to dismiss this Fani, you're going to dismiss this YSL case. Mm-hmm. Do you want to come on the show and talk about, your credentials, your reason for running, what you got going on? She responded to me a month and a half later, and she's like, yeah, sorry for the late response. She's running. Sorry for the late response. But yeah, I would like to come on your show. Let's say she responds on a Friday. I respond on a Saturday. This is a month and a half. I respond a day later. Could have been the same day. I said, great. Let me know. We got this whole week coming up. Let me know when you would like to come on. She responds in another month and a half.
Crazy. And it's wild because you have the largest platform compared to all of these people. And like political strategy, it should have been her first stop.
To tell them, AV, we're all the people over here. She goes to Kayla, and shout out to Kayla. Kayla's got 100 people in her chat. If you are running for office, do you want to go to where 100 people are or where 6,000? And truth be told, guys, we got 6,000 people because there's nobody on the stand. Mm-hmm. When people are on the stand, we got 10,000. Yeah. When AV's got her little ponytails, we got 15,000. 15,000 people. Mm-hmm. And I wrote her back, and she so she writes me last week. She was like, yeah, well, when can I get on your show? And that's like on a Friday. I just ignore it. I was like, this girl is not serious. Not a girl, but I mean, she's 30, 31 years old. I'm 47. She's a girl to me. She's not serious. You know what she does? A day later, she emails me. She's like, oh, let me know when now it's an emergency.
Running out of time.
Now it's an emergency. She's emailing and DMing and everything, trying to get on the show. I wrote her back in the DM. I was like, lady, every time I write you, it takes you a month and a half to respond. I was like, you ain't coming on the show. You're not coming. I can't run. Why? Somebody write YSL lead.
YSL King shit.
You're not coming. The disrespect. And you think now that if this is the way you treat me, you want to be the DA, you want to be the chief law enforcement agent of the entire state, and this is how you're running your business?
Wow.
This is how you're trying to win an election? I was like, man, we need another candidate.
No.
We need somebody else. Is there anybody on the ball in the state of Georgia? Is there anybody? I see Doug Weinstein. Doug is killing. Doug is on everybody's platform. Oh, yeah. Doug has a reason. He has his why. He is going for broke. He is really trying to get justice for his client. You see Doug everywhere. Doug just did an amazing interview with Dear Road Christian. Amazing interview. And then this girl, Courtney Kramer, it takes her a month and a half to respond.
Yeah. Political strategy. This should have been the first stop. And then with the opportunity in early summer, if you're running a campaign, that's a lot of time to get to know people. It's a lot of time for voters to get to know you. And, what I really like about this platform is that there are thought-provoking questions. it really was a great opportunity. It was a huge opportunity. So
yes, it's insane. And it's like, if you have something to say it, but go on these platforms. And AV, listen, guys, not to put too much sauce on it, but like when she says me and AV, well, we're the biggest platform covering this, we are. I cannot tell you how many times I have been the #1 streamer, not just covering this, but in the nation. And shout out to AV. She has been the #1 streamer in the nation. Somebody write AV in the chat. AV is interviewing Ashley Merchant. And Courtney Kramer is going to try to play this whole month and a half. Please. You're not serious. Doug is serious. Ashley's serious interviewing with AV. But it's like, you're trying to... You ain't no better than Fani. Anyway, I don't want to say too much. I don't know this lady, but it's like, come on. Can we get somebody in the DA's office that's about their business?
yeah.
Right?